Good day, everyone. We are the Group 2 from 11 Diamond STEM, and we will talk about natural disasters. But first, let us define its meaning. A natural disaster is an occurrence where significant harm and occasionally fatalities are brought about by the Earth's natural forces. To elucidate this matter more, we'll give a few instances of typical natural disasters that happen in the Philippines.
One of the biggest and the most destructive typhoons ever recorded was Typhoon Haiyan, also referred to as Yolanda locally. It touched down in Guian Eastern Samar Province early on November 8, 2013, with winds exceeding over 300 kilometers per hour and a 5-meter storm surge. Following its initial landfalls, it caused extensive damage to people's lives, homes, livelihoods, and infrastructure throughout the impacted provinces of Leyte, Daanbantayan, and Bantayan Island, Cebu, Iloilo, and Busuanga, Palawan. Numerous towns and cities suffered from extensive damage. In some places, up to 90% of the homes were destroyed. In 41 provinces spread over 9 regions, it is estimated that over 16 million people were impacted, 4 million were relocated, and over 6,000 died.
Typhoons form due to high temperatures around the sea surface, causing water to evaporate and creating warm, humid air. This air moves away from the surface, leaving a lower pressure area, which is then pushed into by higher pressure air from surroundings area. On November 2, 2013, a low pressure region near the Federated States of Micronesia gave rise to Typhoon Haiyan. As it proceeded west, it became Haiyan, a tropical storm on November 4, then a typhoon on November 5. Typhoon Yolanda severely damaged the Philippines' coconut farms, leaving over 1 million farmers without a means to support themselves. The typhoons also significantly impact local fishers, employing 1.6 million people. Many families lost everything and struggle after the storm, with limited options for transitional and permanent housing. Many are still trying to recover from the loss of their livelihoods. The typhoon has left many struggling and unable to recover.
Prevention and mitigation. Typhoons are common in the Philippines, making it crucial to be prepared for their impact. Before a typhoon, ensure your home is secure, plan for your pet's safety, prepare batteries, create an emergency go bag, set up a portable power station, stock up on supplies, and decide where to stay. During a typhoon, stay away from hazardous areas, seek shelter, listen to weather updates, avoid driving and travel, care for your health, conserve resources, keep pets safe, and remain calm. After a typhoon, assess damage, check supplies, listen to official updates, communicate with loved ones, start the cleanup process, be cautious of water resources, seek medical attention if necessary, care for mental health, stay updated on weather conditions, cooperate with relief efforts, and document damages for insurance claims. These preventative measures can save lives and save property.
In 1976, an earthquake with a magnitude of 8.0 hit the Moro Gulf. It is near the Cotabato Trench. After the strong earthquake, it was followed by a destructive tsunami that resulted in more than 5,000 fatalities. The earthquake was marked to be one of the deadliest and strongest earthquake in the Philippines since the 1918 Celebes Sea earthquake. Being hit by a massive earthquake and tsunami has played a crucial role in changing the lives of those victims of the disaster, causing damages to their livelihoods, facilities, and utilities. The Moro Gulf is the largest gulf in the Philippines and is located off the coast of Mindanao Island, part of the Celebes Sea. The Gulf is known as one of the country's tuna fishing grounds.
Analysis of seismic records for August 1976 prior to August 17 of the same year showed that there were 6 events recorded that had epicenter in the same area as the mentioned. and could be considered as foreshock of the Mori Gulf earthquake. Also, about a month before that, two quakes were reportedly felt in Zamboanga City that also had epicenter near the area of the main shock. These two events were not recorded at the Pag-asa Observatory in Quezon City nor in any of its field stations. This brings to 8 the total of number of foreshocks, 3 of which are felt events with intensities ranging from 1 to 4 according to Strata et al. 1977. A few minutes after the last stroke of the midnight on August 17, 1976, a violent earthquake occurred in the island of Mindanao, spawning a tsunami that devastated more than 700 kilometers of coastline bordering Moro Gulf in the North Celeb Sea. It was an earthquake that resulted in massive destruction of properties and great loss of lives. The tsunami generated contribute to the devastation considering that it was the largest tsunami-genic earthquake to have occurred in Mindanao. Analysis of seismic records for August 1976 prior to August 17 of the same year show that there were 6 events recorded at an epicenter in the same area of oscillation and could be considered as portion of the Moro Gulf earthquake. Also, about a month before that, two quakes were reportedly felt in Zamboanga City that also had epicenter near the area of the main shock. These two events were not recorded at the Pag-asa Observatory in Quezon City nor in any of its field stations. This brings to 8 the total number of foreshocks, 3 of which are felt events with intensities ranging from 1 to 4 according to Strata et al. 1977. A few minutes after the last stroke of the midnight on August 17, 1976, a violent earthquake occurred in the island of Mindanao, spawning a tsunami that devastated more than 700 kilometers of coastline bordering Moro Gulf in the North Celeb Sea. It was an earthquake that resulted in massive destruction of properties and great loss of lives. The tsunami generated contribute to the devastation considering that it was the largest tsunami-genic earthquake to have occurred in Mindanao in the last 2 decades.
Nobody knows when or where an earthquake will occur, but you can prepare yourself and your family in advance. So that's why we have the earthquake mitigation measures, typically designed to reduce both casualties and damage in the event of the earthquake. Number 1, structural measures include strengthening building elements that supports the structure and resist lateral forces from wind earthquakes. Number 2 is design and construction of a new facility must meet seismic standards higher than those mandated by building codes, particularly for structures that could be used as emergency shelters. Number 3, creating a map of the nation vulnerabilities, informing the public about the vulnerability risks and teaching them how to minimize the negative effects of disaster. 4, lastly, requiring major construction projects in vulnerable areas to use light materials and earthquake resistant designs.
Because of its location along the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Philippines is well known for its susceptibility to seismic and volcanic activity. Every year, the nation experiences typhoons that break the global record. These hazards are being exacerbated by pandemics and climate change.